G'day friends and welcome back to Aussie Moto and Outdoors. Now over the weekend, Alexie and I took a nice 280 kilometre tour around our beautiful part of the world. Starting from Atherton, west down to Cairns, north through the northern beaches, Ellis Beach, Port Douglas, all the way up to Mossman where we hooked a left, up the Rex Range, took us to Gelatin, then down through Mount Malloy, Mareeba and home to Atherton. It was an absolutely glorious day. We were dodging rain and storms in quite a few parts, which you'll see in the video, but most of it stayed dry and just absolutely beautiful scenery as you can see here. This is north of Ellis Beach heading up towards Port Douglas, and just the whole way up you've got the beach, the ocean on your right, and then beautiful tropical rainforest on your left. This is a gorgeous lookout where apparently they do hang gliding and things like that. We stopped there, got a couple of photos, a couple of minutes off the bike before we proceeded north towards Port Douglas. So what's always funny is all motorcyclists, they wave to each other. There's this motorcyclist code where you give a guy a wave. Now there are a couple of exceptions to this, and it's usually between sports bikes and Harley Davidsons. And what's funny, when I'm riding with Alexie and he's on the Harley, well, the Harley riders don't know whether to wave or not to wave. They see me, I don't know if I should wave. They see him, they give him a wave. But I have a philosophy where I wave to absolutely everybody. I'm nice like that. So something I occasionally get asked is my R3 too small? Is it too slow? Is it underpowered? And I really don't think so. It's a common theme online is you're going to grow out of these bikes pretty quickly, and maybe I will. I've only had it for a couple of months, but I'm still loving it every single ride. Here I am on a long-range tour with a friend, and he's on a large capacity Harley Davidson. And there's absolutely no issues. It's not like I'm holding him back or I'm making him go slow. This bike's capable of going highway speeds all day, every day. I mean, we spent 3 to 4 hours on the bike over the weekend on this trip, and there was no issues with comfort, no issues with speed. The bike's not overheating. It's got no dramas keeping up with the Harley Davidson. Now bear in mind, neither of us are trying to race each other. It's just that we're out on the bikes having a great time. So here we are just south of Mossman. We're hanging a left going up the Rex Range that'll take us out to Gelatin. Now have a listen to Alexie's bike. That exhaust you can hear is clearly not my R3. I think what's funny is, you know, that's the audio from my GoPro, which is mounted to my bike, and you cannot hear my engine over Alexie's Harley. So here we are getting into the twisty section, but still going really slow. This road was wet in places, just damp in others. It just wasn't worth trying to get a bit of speed going. You can see I am holding Alexie up a little. He was getting a bit keen to get past me, but no, slowly we went. There was so much stuff on this road. There was moss, there were leaves, there were literal branches lying across the road in some places. So as you can imagine, we just took it really steady. So about halfway up the Rex Range there's a nice little lookout. We decided we'd stop and get a couple of photos of the bikes and have a look around, but it was there's these really poorly placed signs there that just sort of get in the way of any sort of photos you want to take. There were tree branches all over the lookout there, so it was rather precarious getting in. So we just took a quick snap, then jumped back on the bikes, and away we went. So again, this is heading west towards Gelatin, which is just outside of Mount Malloy. So as we mosey on up the rest of the way up the Rex Range heading towards Gelatin, I thought we'd take a moment and talk about what the plan is with the YouTube channel. So what we'd like to do is release videos twice a week, so either on the Friday and the Saturday or the Saturday and the Sunday, weather permitting. So we'd like to get out every weekend and be doing something, whether that be on the bikes, the kayaks or hiking. But every weekend we'd like to do something, have something to show, and obviously then get a video out as soon as we can after. So here we are rolling into a nice little rest area just on the northern side of Mount Malloy. There's usually quite a few campers in here, but the shocking weather of late has scared them off, it would seem. quick update on the boat. I'm waiting for the weather to come good. The next job I'm doing is an acid wash. I want to make the boat nice and shiny again, but I don't want the rain to be washing the acid off as I'm applying it, otherwise it'll leave streaks. So I want to be able to spray it on, give it a scrub, wash it off in one hit. So once the rain's done, I'll get back onto the boat. Now, I'm aware that a lot of people watching my videos in this channel are watching for the motorcycle content, and so perhaps the boat or the kayak videos or restoration aren't going to be that exciting for you. So please let me know the things you want to see, or more importantly, the things you don't want to see, because I don't want to bore people with something that I find interesting that you don't. Because I'm going to be doing these interesting things at home anyway, I don't necessarily need to video and vlog them. I just figured if people do enjoy the idea of getting outside, people do enjoy the idea of getting inspired, then I might as well do that. But if the inspiration and the encouragement is on motorcycles only, let me know, and motorcycles is all that I will video. So here we are on the south side of Mount Molloy heading towards Mareeba, and you can see the first couple of drops of rain starting to hit the GoPro there. Now, we'd done pretty well to avoid the storms and we thought our luck had run out, but no sooner had the rain started, but it also stopped again, so onward we went. So I've just slowed down the footage here so I can get a nicer, longer look at Alexie's bike as I overtake it there. And again, I love how you can hear his bike over my bike. So have a look at this. We saw a sign just a bit back up the road saying water over road, which is lucky because we'd slowed down. You can imagine coming across this at 100 k's an hour, it could be quite dangerous. Now, there are only a few spots where there was water over the road, but you could see in quite a few spots there had been water over the road prior to us getting there. So from here on in, we just took it nice and steady in case there was more. As we're coming into Baibura, you can see a nice big storm, rain depression off to the west there. And where it had just been, again the drains on the side of the road here almost flooded on both sides. This is coming into Mareeba just on the north side. So here on the south side of Mareeba is the turn off to Cairns. So I bid farewell to Alexie. He got drenched on the way home, he tells me. And this is me coming through the Tolga scrub where the rain really started properly. So as luck would have it, merely minutes from my house, I'm getting wet and the GoPro's about to